Hey everybody, so here's my Sunday midday, and I'm going to try not to be wordy, and I'm going to try to keep it just to this one topic because that's how meaningful it was to me. And uh, and I'm going to have a hard time not crying, but I've been really working hard on that because my kids yelled at me after the first month I was crying too much. So um, I'm in Joplin, Missouri still. I'm actually waiting in a gazebo at Cunningham Park. Fox News is supposed to be coming down and do an interview with me, but I just got back from church with an amazing family, just some great people. Josh and Bethany and the girls took me to the church, and it was really moving. As much as the words and music that was there, which absolutely touched me today, was a moment, a special moment with a young man named Tristan, and I'm going to post a picture of him and I shortly. So here's what I want to talk about, and here was, to those of you that are new to me, I've got a couple of talents in life, and one is something I thought everybody could do, but I found that they can't. A lot of people can remember things. I can actually relive the moment. I can just think about something and not only just be there, but I can remember the feeling I had in that moment. And why that's so important in this regard is because what Tristan doesn't know is that I will relive an hour and a half ago in my life the rest of my life. It's how special it was to me. So we're at church, and the band was playing and we're singing along, and about a week ago along my journey, Joe and Tracy had given me, we stopped by a buckeye tree. I had never seen a buckeye before, and I'm not even sure I'm describing it properly, but basically it looks like a fruit, and this one was kind of a identical hybrid twin or something, so I took that one that they gave me, thinking there would be two nuts. I don't know what they're called, nuts, whatever the buckeye itself is inside. So after a few days of dried out, I opened it up and I had these two buckeyes. I put one in my bag for good luck because they said keep it with you, it'll be good luck. And I kept the other one in my pocket to keep me safe on my journey. But when we got to the church and the music was hitting me, I reached down in my pocket and I took out the one that the buckeye I had in my pocket, and I was kind of holding it and kind of in my mind trying to remember the moment in the day when I travel with my kids. A lot of times I say, pick up a little memory. So that stone is the stone I remember from a trip to Maine or a trip to the Outer Banks or in the Bahamas or something like that. So this was my memory of my day in church in Joplin. Well, as I'm prone to do, fidgeting around, I dropped the buckeye and it rolled away from me about 4 seats away that were vacant, and into the other row. This little gentleman comes over and kind of picks it up, and I'm not sure if he asked me if he could have it or I said you could have it, but I gave it to him. And he was holding on to it for a little while, and he was sitting down with his mom and his brother, and he was a good 20 feet away from me or so, about 5 vacant seats on my end and then a couple on his row, and he was behind his brother and mom. So we stood up to get communion, and the little fella came over to me and said, I want you to have this. He goes, I want you to keep it. And I said, I'll tell you what. I said, I'd really like you to keep it. It's kept me safe. I wanted to keep you safe. And I gave him my card, and to those of you that have seen my card, I think most of you have, but if you haven't, if you're just following, I have what I call a business card. It kind of has a picture of the hands up and point up thumb journey. On the back, it's got a picture of myself and my kids, and you're not going to be able to read it this way. It says, has my website that's Walking Across America for Humanity, and has Facebook and YouTube and my email address and so forth. Well, getting up for communion, I had told him that, and he sat back down, and I could see him staring at the card, just staring at it for a little while. And I received communion, and we sat back down, and the pastor started to talk. And about 10 minutes later, Tristan came up to me and said, can I give you a hug? And I said, absolutely. And I gave him a hug, and he said to me, pulls the card out, and he said, I was reading this line right here about walking across America for Humanity. I was reading this line right here, and I started to tear up. Little 10-year-old boy, so I gave him a big hug. And when he told me that, I said, come here, buddy, give me another hug. So he gave me another hug, and I said, how old are you? He's 10 years old. So I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I don't really care. Just this little 10-year-old boy reached out to me. I'm 40 years older. Came over, gave me a hug. I don't know what impact me and what I'm doing will have on him. Maybe something someday, you never know. So, but it meant the world to me. And then I remembered I still had story gets even a little better for me. So I told him, I did good, I didn't shed a tear, just got teary-eyed. So Gary Gartrello had left me in Woodstock, Illinois with 4 $10 bills that he had a little note inside in honor of his brother who passed on. So if you see somebody in need or worthy, let them have this. So I had asked Josh, can I get the keys to the car? I remembered I had my bag out there and I had one left, and I ran out to my car and I got it. And at this point, service was over and people were gathering around. I had asked Tristan if I could get a picture with him. So he sought me out. He's like, you want a picture? I said, yeah, but I do. I said, but let me ask your mom. I don't want to post a 10-year-old's picture on my website without her permission. And she said, there's no problem at all. And then I took out this $10 bill. I said, I'd like you to do something for me, Tristan. I said, this is from a special man and for a special reason. And he did this in memory of his brother. But I want you to take this and let this be the start of something for you, whatever you want to do with it. And this little 10-year-old boy, his brother sat there and said, can I have one? And I said, well, I don't have it, but you guys can split it. I said, Tristan, you wouldn't mind sharing the $10 bill with your brother, right? And $5 each. And Tristan looked at me and said, no, I want to give it to the poor. So, I mean, come on now. Are you kidding me, man? So I said, all I want you to do is, on my card is my email address. I had his mom there. And I said, can you have your mom go on my community page? I want to share positive stories. It is a real steady wind up here if you can't hear it through the phone. Maybe you are. So if you can't hear me, I apologize. Anyway, so, how inspirational is this little fella that I just met, that he took my, this good luck charm of mine, wanted to return it to me, and then I gave him my card and told him why, unprovoked by anybody, unurged or prodded by anybody, this little fella thought to come over here and give me a hug. Again, I'm 50 years old, he's 10 years old. What a special little guy, and I just wanted to give him Gary's gift, because who knows, there's something in this little guy's hands, who knows what that $10 could lead to, I thought. And I'd rather give it, not just somebody deep down in dire need, but somebody who has belief and aspires and sees goodness. I thought this little guy could probably do more with this $10 than I ever could. I'm only trying to get close to here so you guys can hear me if you haven't been able to. Anyway, maybe someone after they see this can shoot me a text and say if they heard it pretty clearly, and if not, if I need to redo it, because I think this deserves to be heard by all of you folks. So anyway, that's how it wrapped up. So little Tristan, all because I dropped the Buckeye on the ground and then told him I wanted to keep it for good luck because it kept me safe. I still have one right here in my bag, it's patent right next to me. And like I said, I ran out to the car, I had it in my bag, I got that last $10 bill out, and I gave it to him and said, look, you do something, special for you, whatever you want to use it. And then when his brother said, can I have one? I didn't have one. He Tristan said, no, I want to give it to the poor. So how many 10-year-olds do you know that upon being handed a $10 bill by a stranger, their first thought would be to give it to the poor? And I said, you can certainly do that if you'd like to, buddy. You don't have to do whatever you want to do with it, but just if you can go on that website. And he was so proud. He said, well, Jim, I got my own email address. I'll be able to send it from my email. I said, that'd be awesome, Tristan. So to you, buddy, for making my day and my trip to Joplin even more special and giving me a moment that I'll relive the rest of my life. Tristan, your mom, Dad should be so proud of you, little man. And it was a pleasure meeting you today. Thank you for sharing that moment with me. And I can't wait to kind of read your post on the website, okay? So much love to you. Much love to everybody for following. Just take a step back and think about yourselves as a 10-year-old, and if you'd have the courage to go hug some complete stranger that you hardly met, and just have what an ability to sense that, I'm the kind of guy that could probably not only be welcome in a hug, but you could certainly use one. So what a remarkable little fellow. And so if you get this and you read this, when I post this picture a little bit later, give a shout out to Tristan because he deserves every bit of it. So thank you guys for following. I love you, and I'll talk to you later on.